Good morning, people. It's me again now. So we have a full 3 days planned ahead. We will go to Salzburg and we have a lot to see. Today we will visit a salt mine, which is quite cool. It's because Salzburg is in the Salzkammergut, which means the salt chamber of Austria, where they took all the salt in earlier times. And we will see how they did that. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm allowed to film in there, but hopefully I can show you that. And then tomorrow we will go to a city or town called Werfen, where we have the biggest ice cave in Europe, which I'm quite excited about. This is the main reason why I'm going there, because I want to see that. And they also have a beautiful castle, so we will see the cave and the castle tomorrow. And then the day after we will go to Hallein and have a look into the castle there. So a lot planned. I'll just take my mom. She will bring me to the train will bring me to Vienna, the Vienna train will bring me to Salzburg. So and then that's us. So the next time you will see me now in a moment will be in Salzburg, hopefully in front of the salt mine. So about 4 hours later we are in Salzburg, but as you can see I'm still at the train station because I'm waiting for another train. We're going down to Hallein, a little village called town called Hallein, and then we'll take the bus to the salt mine. So it's a bit of a tight string with times, but hopefully it works out. Weather is not really good, but I knew that, so we will have rain through the next 3 days. It doesn't matter. Yeah, let's go to Hallein. So guys, we made it to Hallein. The bus is waiting for me already, just no driver in there. Takes us about 10 minutes to get to the salt mine, and later on we will take a look through the town. We're going up the mountain. We've made it, we're up the hill now in Bad Dürnberg, and we will see the Salzwelten, the salt universe, salt world. Let's find the mountain. Let's get us a ticket. So I got me a 6 euro. We're waiting now for our tour guide until we are all dressed up, and then we will go in. We're taking a wee trainer into the mountain for about 800 meters. We will sit down on these benches and then go into the mountain. That's a devil's ride. Not used anymore. Quite steep. We're now crossing over to Germany. This is a whiskey barrel. The plan is the distiller asked if they could put this barrel in here for the next 5 years, because he tried to find out if the salty air will change the taste. Well, it's there for 1.5 months, so there's still a bit to go. We just slid down the slide. Unfortunately, no chance to make the video, but it was so cool. So we're now in a lower level, and maybe I catch one coming down now. It's so fun. We are taking a boat ride now on the water into the mountain, which you can't see now.
ist nämlich unsere Schatzkammer. Please, ladies and gentlemen, ready to go off the book. Walk through the door on the right hand side, as this is our treasure chamber.
Another slide even longer than the other one. This was so much fun. So we are now 210 meters deep in the mountain. This is one of the galleries there, and because the mountain is so heavy and so high, it presses in every year for about 1 or 2, 3 centimeters. So in about 52 years, this whole gallery would be gone completely. We are crossing back to Austria. That's the end of the steep slide I showed you earlier on. We are not allowed to use it anymore, as you can see, but this is where it ends. So they found here 2 prehistoric mummies. Was an accident going back to the Celtic time, and it was preserved by the Sultan, so they're still there. Now we are going now back into the 21st century. We will go to the elevator, go up again, then we take the train that brings you outside again, and then I will give you a couple of facts. We emerged to the light. So my loves, we've finished here. This is now the visitor center, and here you go into the mountain. This salt mine is the world's oldest salt mine, visitor salt mine. It's there for over 400 years, and visitors are coming along since the early 17th century. Unfortunately, they don't take the salt out there anymore because there's not much salt left. So they left it or leave it to other salt mines around in this area. About 55% of the salt taken out from this area here is exported into the whole world. So it's quite possible that you have some Austrian salt on your table sometimes, once in a while. And we have about galleries in there for 65 kilometers. They're 65 kilometers long. Only 11 kilometers can be used today. During the tour, you walk about 1.5 or 1.5 kilometer through the mountain. You had 2 slides in there, which were really, really fun. And yeah, I think that's the main point. I have about 45 minutes until the bus takes me back to Hallein. Then we will have a walk through, and then we will go back to Salzburg. And yeah, let's see what we find there. So we are now in the Celts village, which also belongs to the salt mine. Let's learn a bit more about the Celts. So we have a Celtic village here because experts think that there was a settlement, a Celtic settlement here, which also is connected to the salt mine because they found a couple of things. And now they had excavations works done. So we have burial grounds and reproductions of the houses. Let's have a look. This here is the leather workshop. That's the big residence, but unfortunately closed because of works. Here we have the wood workshop. Workshop from the inside. This is one of the burial chambers. The Celts were buried with a lot of items. Let's see what we have here. And here we have the blacksmith. And this is the manor house. And we've seen this one already. salt mining, but we've been in the proper mine already. No salt mine without the water. And here we have a wee waterfall. And of course we also need an oven. We haven't seen one yet, but here it is. Guys, it's crazy here. They have the tours every 10 minutes. They take about 60 people down. It's nearly full. The whole parking space is full here. They have 2 of them, big ones. But that's fantastic. So if you ever come to visit me, we will do this one. It's such a fantastic view into our history, actually. So I'm on my way now to the bus. We're going down to Hallein. They claim to have a historic city center. We will find this one and I will show you. We are crossing now the river Salzwelten to get into the historic city center. So that's the first building. I really think it's beautiful. What I see walking through the city center now, most of the buildings are not straight down. They are a little bit bended all over the facade. So I don't know if this is a special, I don't know, work technique or something, but it looks a bit funny. Yeah. Here it's getting a little bit clearer what they think of an historical town. Looks a bit better already. So this is what I like to call historic. Maybe not as old as the medieval ages, but really, really beautiful. Turns out this is the city chambers of Hallein. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but I can see it with my free eye at the slightly crooked facade of the houses, which makes it quite interesting. Let's have a look into the church. Seems like there's a museum in the tower, but here we have even more murals. Beautiful wee chapel on the back side of the church. St. Peter's Chapel is it. This one is called the Chapel of the Dead, built in 1772, and it now commemorates all the fallen soldiers from the 2 world wars. So guys, I think that's it now with Hallein and the salt mine. We've seen the salt mine, we've seen the Celt village, we've seen the historical town of Hallein. Now we're taking the train back to Salzburg. You know Salzburg already. I've made a couple of videos already, so if you're interested, then watch the other video. I'm only showing you another piece of Salzburg if you haven't seen it yet, so we will see if I can find something. And if this is it for today, then we will see each other tomorrow in Werfen for the biggest ice cave in Europe. Bye bye!